But we talked about inflation and how tech was going to likely continue to come down. We're starting to see a little bit of that again today. The markets actually ended up bouncing a little bit and a little bit of a rollover as well. Tech stocks are still taking a hit, and I want to kind of just continue to hammer this home. We don't think that all of tech is going to continue to crash or sell off. But I think it's important to understand that the inflation, the side of the inflation that we're seeing is still transitory. We're seeing it in services, we're seeing it in travel, we're seeing it in materials, and all that stuff is temporary still. So we talked about trusting, or at least I was talking about how I was still trusting the Fed in this, and that because everything right now just seems like it's temporary.
Yeah.
And until we start seeing inflation go up in like things like medicine, in healthcare, or like rentals go up and that sort of thing, it starts to carry over that, then I'd start to get a little bit worried. But all of this stuff is stuff that we kind of expected to have had happen. And I don't think that there's going to be too much more to worry about as far as the stocks that we've talked about getting into. I think they're going to continue to go up, meaning the cyclicals and that sort of thing. But if you're in a high valuation stock, especially a stock that doesn't have positive earnings, it's going to be a trouble for you as we continue to see rates go up in the 10-year yield and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to put that to bed.
Yeah, and this move down for a lot of tech, a lot of the stocks it's like incredible. Like, it's not surprising that they move down. It is surprising to me how far they continue to move down.
Yeah.
If they bounced here, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But they likely will continue to go down further.
Yeah.
And that was one thing we wanted to bring here because a couple things keep happening, and I want to just make this crystal clear. We have no intention of selling positions that we're in.
No.
Like, we've moved things around, high conviction stuff. So as far as asking us if we plan to sell, this is the overall tech, and there's going to be some pain. And so this is not one stock individually moving down. This is a grouping of stocks, and we're not trying to time the bottom back in.
Right.
We're just trying to make sure that we have diversification. So as far as the going in, I think that's sort of a moot point from here on out to be like, when are you, or have you sold this? It's safe to say that the high conviction stuff, we're just going to stay in it. I actually added to Airbnb today in light of earnings. It could go down. It very well could go down, but I like it at this level. And so we'll see what happens. But beyond that, the other thing I wanted to bring up was the fact about, we had the overall tech. We're not selling that. But also, I want to personally, I've talked to you about, it's not even about picking stocks anymore. Right now is not the time to think, what should I buy? What should I not buy? Right now, and as far as like tech's concerned.
I was going to say, because it's a stock picker's market right now.
What my thing is for you guys, or as far as our channel is concerned, as it's related to the things that have had 100% plus returns, is looking at your portfolio and figuring out what you have conviction in.
Right.
Because everything's so fickle right now. I don't think the point is, what are the best undervalued stock? What are the stocks to buy today? I think it's more about evaluating your overall strategy, evaluating your risk exposure, and evaluating your liquidity.
Yeah.
Because what I've seen, like the average person on this account, and I'm not saying this is everybody, but a lot of people, too much speculative, too much of one industry, and over leveraged in specific positions.
Yeah.
Was that fair to say?
Yeah, I fall into that category. I have way too much Penn.
Yeah.
I have way too much Penn National, but I still feel very strongly about it. Like, this sell-off is absolutely insane on Penn. Like, it's getting to the point to where it's ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous.
What percentage of your portfolio is in Penn?
25%.
And we talk about 20s, kind of the high end. It's not like so ideally for
I
me,
didn't whole account Penn, but it still hurts every time this thing moves down.
It does. But like we've mentioned, like for us, like 10% is a good level. But like we've said 20 to 25 can be, you can't have, well, you can do whatever you want. But 4 stocks at 25% probably isn't a sound decision.
Yeah.
But that's not egregious.
Yeah.
And to point out, you actually probably had almost the same weight in Tesla, and you did determine to sell it out.
Yes.
So the point is, you got to look at it. And if your decision is, you know what, I'm going to ride it out, then do that. But I don't think people are looking hard long enough at their portfolio
Yeah.
and making those decisions.